messed up thing your parents called a family tradition. In my family, turning 21 didn't mean you got to order your first legal drink. It meant you had to pass the loyalty test. If you failed, you were stripped of the family name, cut out of the will, and treated like a literal ghost. My parents were cutthroat corporate lawyers. To them, empathy was a disease. They believed that to survive in the real world, you had to prove you were capable of utter ruthlessness. The test was simple but sick. You had to find a devastating secret about someone close to you and publicly ruin them at your birthday dinner. My older sister Harper passed her test by getting her high school best friend's college scholarship revoked. My brother Chase got our favorite soccer coach fired over a fake rumor. But me, I was always labeled as too soft, the emotional daughter. So my parents gave me the most sadistic assignment possible. I had 30 days to destroy the life of my Aunt Clara. Clara was my mom's sister, and honestly, she was the one who actually raised me, while my parents were off climbing the corporate ladder. My dad handed me a manila folder with a smirk saying, "Tears don't pay the mortgage, sweetie. Show us you're a wolf, or you can pack your bags." The countdown was literal torture. Every morning at breakfast, my mom would ask for progress reports. Harper and Chase would mock me, bragging about how powerful they felt when they ruined their targets. "Just rip the bandage off," Harper told me, sipping her iced coffee. Clara is a loser anyway. I spent 3 weeks digging into Clara's life, and I did find a secret, but it wasn't something bad. She had been secretly paying for my cousin's rehab using her own retirement fund because my parents refused to help. They wanted me to expose this, to humiliate her in front of the entire extended family, to prove she was financially irresponsible. I realized then, my parents didn't just want me to be tough. They wanted me to be a monster, and I absolutely refused to play their game. The night of my 21st birthday finally arrived. We were at a fancy steakhouse. The entire family was watching me, waiting for the slaughter. My dad tapped his glass with a spoon, demanding I stand up and present my findings. I stood up, holding a thick envelope. I looked right at Clara, who gave me this soft, encouraging smile, completely unaware she was the target. I took a deep breath and turned to my parents. "I found a secret," I announced, my voice shaking just a little. "But it's not about Aunt Clara. It's about you." The smug smiles instantly vanished from my parents' faces. I didn't hold back. I opened the envelope and dropped a stack of documents onto the white tablecloth. "Here is the proof of Dad's offshore tax evasion. And Mom, here are the receipts for that business trip you took to Aspen with your paralegal." The silence in the restaurant was deafening. My dad went beet red, his jaw practically hitting the floor. My mom tried to snatch the papers, shrieking that I was an ungrateful brat. "You wanted a wolf?" I said, staring them dead in the eyes. "Well, you raised one. But wolves protect their pack, and you two are just parasites." I grabbed my purse, walked over to Aunt Clara, and took her hand. We walked out of that restaurant together, leaving my parents screaming at each other as my siblings watched their twisted empire completely implode. I'm 24 now. I lost my trust fund, and I couldn't care less, because I gained my soul, my real family, and a life where love doesn't require a casualty.